Hey y'all, we're back. So I was looking at this situation. Y'all remember Gail Lewis, where she went live to air her husband out, or her ex-husband now, for him cheating on her with multiple women, 20 women to be exact. Okay. She's been on his ass, y'all. Gail Lewis is a whole riot. Gail Lewis been airing her husband out since I can damn remember for years now. But she found out that her husband was cheating when she called the airport, she says, to find out about her husband, and she found out that her husband was flying back in with someone else when he told her that he was by himself. So yeah, I'm gonna play the little clip where she actually ran up on him and caught him with the other woman. But then we're gonna also look at, because y'all know she is divorced now, so her divorce settlement is out. So we're gonna look at what Gail Lewis got in her damn divorce settlement from her husband, Harold Lewis. All right. So Harold, with his cheating lying ass, was hiding life insurance policies from her, hiding money from her, spending money on other women. Like I said, he was on dating sites, she found out, for women and men. And she was saying that he was supposed to be in some type of relationship and or messing with some other guy named Andre. I said, oh, hell no. So she is airing him out. She's putting him out there. I pulled a few clips that I'm going to play so you guys can hear what she has to say about that. Then we're going to hear what's going on with her divorce settlement and how she came out. She kind of came out good in her divorce settlement. I ain't going to hold you, because her husband is loaded with a whole lot of money. So she got a whole lot, and she came out pretty good. So we're going to look at that. Let's get into these clips right quick that I pulled about his ass, honey, where Gail is airing him out. I said, oh, Gail, no, you didn't, girl. All right, so I'm going to play the clip where she finds her husband at the airport with his mistress, okay? When she walked up on his ass. Here we go.
Good morning, Harold. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you have a good flight. I'll see you on the flight.
So he done had his mistress at the damn airport, and the mistress, as y'all can see, said, oh my God, because she know who the wife is, and the wife then recorded his ass and walked up on him with the side chick. Let's play it one more time. I said, damn.
Oh my God. Good morning, Harold. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you have a good flight. I'll see you on the flight.
He looking like, oh my God. Yeah, Gail came out good in the divorce. So shout out to Gail, honey, for coming out good in the damn divorce, because her husband treated her like shit. He did. But then again, Gail, you was a little side chick, girl, when you got with him. So not saying that it was right how he treated you, but girl. All right, so let's get into some of these clips that I pulled so Gail can break it down, honey, what she went through and why she had to be divorced from her sorry ass husband, or ex-husband now.
Hey, y'all. So Sunshine got jokes. No
Sunshine is the
remorse,
girlfriend.
but she got jokes. Now, mind you, she didn't make any vows to me. Not one. He did. But she got jokes. She got jokes during the most excruciating, painful time of my life, outside of my mother passing away. She got jokes. Now, I told you about their trip, and I did not put him out of our home when they went on their anniversary trip. He just didn't come back, and he claims that he didn't come back because he thought I was going to do something to him, because the last time he spoke with me in person, my eyes were half closed. I was like, yeah, right. I was like, let me tell you something.
He was scared.
I wasn't going to jail for that, ninja. I ain't going to jail for these kids. I ain't going to jail for you. That ride or die shit, yeah. I'm going to ride. I'm going to ride all day long. Dying, I ain't doing that. And that's on everything I love. And a little bit of this Prosecco that's left. That's on everything. No, I'll ride with you and I'm going to support you. I ain't dying and not over none of this anyway. Her, him, none of them. Just not going to do it. But I was like, okay. So during that time, y'all, this was, it was pure insanity. I know that. And I'd asked him to come to get his belongings, come get his clothes and some of the other stuff that he had left at the house, because it was driving me nuts. The smell of him, the thought of him, just the memories of the home. I mean, during that time, it was just, it was pure insanity for me. And I just couldn't think right. It was like I was walking around in circles, and I really needed him to come and get his stuff. But of course, he gonna be all manly and talk about this my house, I paid a mortgage there. And I'm like, well, that ain't fair to me. You moved her here from California to Atlanta, you paying her mortgage too. Go live where you want to be. Like, it's not fair to me. Like, this is not fair to me at all. But I was like, but okay. I was like, okay. But anyway, I need to put my police hat on and try to get them emotions under control, because the handwriting was on the wall and I knew what I was going to have to do. I know I'm not that kind of lady that was going to play that game. And like I said, he had no remorse. She had no remorse. And I was like, I got to get to hustling around here and try to, find some things out, because I trusted him with everything. Mm-hmm. Let's just say this. My investigations turned up some brutal stuff. I mean, really, really brutal. That had an emotional toll, just damaging stuff all the way around. So, I mean, think about, him professing her love to her, and she professing her love to him, and her talking about his love making and how she was craving him and she couldn't wait till the next time. Like, don't a wife want to read that kind of shit, but I had to, and I did. And it's indescribable, actually, and actually, it's humiliating. It is really humiliating, because this woman knew about me. She's watching me at basketball games. She's in the same restaurants where he and I are having dinner, watching us. He laughing, she laughing across the room. I can see her with her and her friends laughing across the room. Now that I think about it, I was like, wow. I had some friends that remind me of some times we were out to dinner. They were like, she was there at the restaurant when we were all having dinner with her crew. And I'm like, how bold. I mean, just how bold of him and her. And I didn't have a clue. But I'm like, but what's a wife to do? What you supposed to do? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you.
So, okay. So we got that. I got some more. I got the continuation. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I pulled a few clips so you guys can be familiar with what's going on and why she got the settlement that she got. All right.
Hey y'all. So I did text
What else, schoolboy?
His harem of harlots. Just 20 of them, though, y'all. I didn't know that I could have done a group me and put everybody in it, because it was way, way, way more than that, more than I really ever anticipated. And this wasn't even talking about the whole marriage. This was just for the 10 years that I could go back and find what I could, Now, was my reaction to their actions with my disrespectful walking lie of a husband mature? Absolutely not. But it was necessary for me, for him, and for them. Because you just can't play with people's lives and then think that it's just going to be okay. Telling lie after lie. Y'all, just tell the truth. The truth will do every time. Okay. And there were many nights where I didn't even cry. I wept. And that's a different kind of emotion. That is very draining. It's hurtful. It's beyond hurtful. Hurtful is not even the right word. And there were nights where every day actually, it felt like I had a ton of bricks on my chest. Nobody should have to go through that. So, my purpose here is to let you all know, like, live right, do right, and I'm hoping that this is not fun and game for any of us. And I'm not looking back. Somebody put in the comments about somebody was looking back. Girl, I'm not looking back in my rearview mirror. I'm looking ahead. But I'm trying to give a warning to those of you all out here who are putting all your trust, all your eggs in that one basket. I'm not saying to not be submissive to your husbands or not trust your man or your female, because this goes both ways. But just just keep your eyes and your ears open, and I just wish I had listen to the words of my mother years ago. She was like, always be prepared for the rainy day. And I wasn't prepared for the rainy day. So that's on me, So I can't blame all those women, because he knew he was married. Now, some of them knew he was married too. I just didn't like the disrespect, where if they knew he planned some event, why would you come to an event that my husband planned and you know that I'm going to be there and walk around the room and come smile in my face and do all that. That's sickening to me, y'all, and I can't deal with that. But you know, he dirty, his people dirty, and I just don't know what kind of thrill a man gets from that, from having women that he's having sex with in the same room with his wife, and
That's
just
it.
making up lie after lie.
Crazy.
Anytime I had surgeries, it was always some kind of reason he could not be there, or if he was there, he left the next day to go have sex with Pat Alice or Monique or whoever else, and Dania and Janice and Nicole, the whole little mortgage little whores they had over there down in Dallas at that company,
Uh,
So yeah, that's not cool for any of that, And the other thing that really
what
tripped
up,
me out
Chef?
is I didn't know how gullible women were. I'm gullible, but some of these women, when I say most of them, when I say y'all, I didn't know that people were sending naked pictures. I've seen more booby pictures, cootie pictures,
Not
just all
cootie.
kind of pictures from professional women. I'm like, now you should know better than this. You should know better. But I guess getting those LV bags and the designer bags and the trips and the money and the dinners and him doing whatever he was doing and y'all doing whatever you were doing to him, I guess it was worth it for you. So I guess there is a price for everything. They put a price on it. He put a price on it, but you can't put a price on someone's feelings and someone's life, and you just can't play those kind of games with people. So, and that's all I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm not moving, not backpedaling, and for all you all who got some stuff to say, you can talk and say whatever you want to say. No one can judge me. There's only one person who can judge me, and he will have the final say in the end. I just want to help people as best as I can, and it's just me sharing my story. And for all of you all that are going through this, I'm just gonna say, hold on, just pray, and you'll figure it out, and you'll get your answer. And just because I decided to go one way, and if you decide to stay, go, or do whatever else, do that. But you do what's best for you and for your family. I had to do what was best for me, for my health, for my mental well-being, the whole shebang, y'all. So I just want to say thank you guys for letting me share my story. I ain't done. I'm just tired tonight. I'm going to sleep. I'm ready to go to sleep now. But there is more to this story than you can ever imagine. I'm just sharing a little bit. But when I come back, I am, and I'm going to, take a little time off, but I want to tell you all about Andre.
Mm,
And I don't know no girls named Andre.
mm.
Maybe you do.
So her husband was creeping with this guy named Andre while he was also seeing a woman on the side too. So she get ready. I can't wait for this shit. Oh, okay. Let me finish typing this, then we're gonna get to the next one, okay? Because somebody was asking me what businesses does he have, so I'm putting it in here for you guys, okay? He got several businesses. He got a little bag. He got a little bag, but she came out good in this divorce. We're gonna look at it here in a second. All right, so those are his businesses. All right. Those are his businesses, honey. Harold G. Lewis. That's his name. Okay. If y'all want to look him up, y'all can look him up and all that. Let's get to the next tab, honey. Ooh, child. This is getting so damn juicy. I said, Gail, honey. Leave it to Gail to always give him hell. He cannot get around Gail. Gail gonna always air that ass out. It's funny.
Hey, y'all. So while I was contemplating ending my marriage, I spoke with several attorneys.
Yeah, he was with
Um,
me and Chef.
yeah, I think it was maybe like 2 weeks in after I kind of found everything out. And some of the questions they asked me were pretty tough. And, I didn't know the answer to it. And I felt really, really dumb because, for 26 years, I let someone else control everything because I trusted him after all that time. So I didn't know where anything was, what we had, any of that. I only knew what he told me. So I
Chef.
really did have to go investigate. And there were specific things that the attorneys told me that I needed to look for to kind of prove some things if indeed I did decide
Oh
to
shit.
file
Okay.
for divorce. So as I, was going through all this, my mind is just completely, it's spinning. It was like a Cirque du Soleil show. I mean, it was flipping, spinning, twisting, twerking, you name
Not
it,
twerking.
my mind was doing it. So it just was not a good time emotionally for me. And anybody who's been through this will probably can attest to this, that, it's such an emotional time. You try to take the emotion out of it, but it's hard to do when it's still so fresh and so new. It's just like, this salty, it's just like this open wound that just kept getting salt and vinegar and everything else poured into it. So I had to, I had to pray to God to ask him
Yep.
to help me find what I needed to find out and to where to start. I didn't even know where to start. That's how confusing this whole situation was to me at that time. But when I tell you, when I asked, he answered. And when I started finding stuff out, like I said previously, it was brutal. And I had to, read and see a lot of things that I really did not need to see. I wouldn't put that on anybody. And it was to the point where, I was sharing some things with my friends, and they were like, "Girl, stop reading. Don't look for anything else. You're finding out too much." Because I was just so, it was overwhelming. It was truly overwhelming.
Yeah.
So while I needed to find those things out, it actually broke my heart even worse. I mean, it shattered really into 1,000 pieces because, like I said, nobody wants to read about their spouse being with someone else. It's one thing to know that your spouse has cheated, but when you get to see the intimate details
Mm-hmm.
and the pictures and the I love yous is going back and forth during my whole marriage, because to make a long story short, this was happening the whole marriage. So while I'm thinking it was just Sabrina, after I finished doing my investigation of him and Sabrina, and I cried hard when I read that. And then the next one is like when I finish, investigating Sabrina, here come Cassandra. I'm like, well, who was Cassandra? Then the next one, it was like, well, who is Myra? Then it was the next one. It was like, well, who is Patrice? I mean,
Damn.
and this was just going on. Like, it was like that damn DMX song. It was like Patrice, Latrice, Cassandra,
Not DMX.
Blessed, Latoya, Valentina. That shit was absolutely nuts, y'all. I promise you. And it got to the point that at a certain point, I stopped crying and I actually kind of got scared and was like, who really is this? Like, who am I really married to?
Child, go
But
to
the
the
crazy
clinic,
part
honey.
about all that is, he was still being cocky as hell. Because I actually reached out to him and was like, this is pathetic. Like, you're pathetic. This whole thing is pathetic. He was still being real cocky. So I will tell you this before I take it in for the night. I was really upset. I done found all these women. And I remember talking to a girlfriend, and I was like, some of these women knew about me. I said, some didn't, but a lot of them did. They knew who I was, had been at events with me, had seen me, had spoken to me, had served me food, like the old girl at Stony River, Fatima, or whatever her name was. You sitting here serving me food and knowing the whole time that he financing your whole lifestyle and your everything you're doing. I'm like, that was not cool to me. So what I did, and I know this is not going to be looked upon favorably, but it is what it is. So what I did was, after I found like the first 20 women, and this is in
Damn.
just like a 5-year span that I'm finding all these women, and it was more than that actually, but the first 20, I actually sent them all, it was crazy. I actually put them all on a group text and talked shit to him about him, and then put his picture in it too. And this is before I filed for divorce or any of that, because I was just angry. I mean, I was angry, angry, angry. So the crazy part was, some of them responded back. So there was some responded back like, this the wrong number? And I'm like, well, if it's the wrong number, Latoya, then block me. Then somebody else would come on talking about, oh, you losing your power. I was like, no, I'm regaining my power back. And if this not you, Monique, get off the thread, Monique. Then it was somebody else. It was crazy, So these women were responding like, I don't know who you are. Well, if you don't know who I am and you want to give me advice, if this don't concern you, just block the call. This is not your number. So that did happen. That was kind of crazy. And what I did, I reached out to those women, because I'm like, if you're going to be a gangster, and like, why I got to protect y'all? Nobody was protecting me. He didn't care.
Yes, chef.
They didn't care. So now all of a sudden, everybody was thinking I'm supposed to, protect their feelings and how they feel. Like, nobody was concerned about mine. You knew
Period.
he had a wife. He knew he had a wife, and nobody was concerned about me. So as far as I was concerned, I was like, well, okay, well, all of y'all can get some of this. And that may
Come
not have
on.
been the best thing to do, but I did it, and it felt good in the moment. It sure did. So stand by, because this story gets crazier.
Ooh, it's sure, honey. If y'all ain't following Gail, honey, follow her on TikTok, because baby, she be over there on the petty. I've been following her. I've been following her. She is petty. All right, so let's get into this clip, honey, because she is spilling.
Hey, y'all. I wanted to share something that happened to me this weekend. I spent the weekend over at Morehouse College celebrating homecoming with my Morehouse brothers and my Spelman sisters, and it was wonderful. But I wanted to share this part that while I was walking around, I was stopped by several people who have been following my story. And at first I was kind of a little bashful and I won't say ashamed, but kind of like, ooh, kind of felt kind of icky about it. But there were so many positive responses that it really just brought joy to my heart and let me know that, me telling my story, hasn't been in vain. So I just thought that was I thought that was amazing. So, and I'm the type that I've never done anything spectacular in my life. I'm just a small town girl from Smithville, Virginia. Just always been little Gail Wells from Smithville, Virginia. But I've always wanted to have an impact in life. I went to Spelman, we were supposed to do World Changers. So I'm hoping that whatever I have done or said will help someone to be able to express their voice, speak your words, and don't let people try to shut you down because they don't think it's proper or it's embarrassing and it's humiliating and just go live in shame. That is not who I am. And this is just the way I decided to tell my story. And y'all, I know I'm not going to be the first woman to get cheated on. I won't be the last woman to get cheated on. That's a part of life. So I get that. But I think the part for me was the blatant disrespect that came from the situation. I mean, you calling someone fiance while you got a whole wife.
Sure.
You on dating sites, Match.com, Black Singles Meet, you name it. They doing it, doing the steal, but supposed to be so in love. Still sending money to Blesseth and Latoya and probably Andre too to keep everybody shut up at this point. But it's just certain things that you don't want to, you can't tolerate after a certain amount of time, especially once you find out. I never knew all this was happening, but once I found out, just how disrespectful all of these actions were, it really made me decide to to speak to speak. And that's what it is, you taking my kid to have sex with prostitutes
Oh Lord.
and strippers because you want him to be a man. It's like dumb shit like that, you know, and on top of that, going out and having sex with all these different people through the years, through the whole marriage, and probably half of it was probably unprotected. So imagine the horror for me once I found all of this out. I mean, y'all, you have no idea how terrifying that is. And you got to go have your blood pulled and tested for every known disease, every disease known to man. That's
shit crazy.
that's crazy, y'all. You have no idea. And maybe some of you do if you've been through it. But that is crazy. But I just wanted to say, you don't have to sit back and just take someone's BS to protect them and their character and how they're made to feel. Nope, I had feelings too, and there was no disregard. There was no regard for mine. It was complete disregard for how I would feel, for my health, my mental well-being, all of that. So I just want to say thank you guys for your support, and yeah, I want to say thank you. But I had another little tidbit for you all too that I've learned through this whole process, because everything that I've been through, I wanted to also be a learning lesson. So for anybody that's married or in a relationship, and any of you all have insurance policies, make sure check your policies, because I did not know that you could have a wife, a spouse, and a whoever, or fiance, all on the same insurance policy. So word to the wise, y'all need to check that kind of stuff so you don't be surprised, if something happens and you're thinking you're the only one that would be due what is truly due to you. So check that, y'all, because you may have a policy and your spouse may have a policy on you, and they got your mama as the lead, and then you got to deal with someone else doling out what's rightfully yours to you, and that's not cool. So that's just my tip for you all tonight. over some of the things that I have learned through my process. But I hope to talk to you all soon. Have a good one. Mwah.
Y'all hear that? Check up on it, honey. Beyonce said, check up on it, baby. You better check up on it and check up on your coin. Ha. All right, so let's get into this last clip with her. Then we're going to get into this settlement, all right, of what she received.
Hey, y'all. So I'm purging and unpacking some boxes today. Hence this faux fur hat you see. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep it or let it go finally. I've had it for years. What y'all think?
This shit crazy.
Anyway, as I was unpacking today, I found some old iPads and a couple of phones. So I plugged in one of the iPads, plugged in both of them actually, but found one, and when I put my passcode in, it wasn't mine, so I put in another passcode, and it belonged to the former Judas that I was acquainted with, the old Judas Jr. as I call him now. And of course, I see naked pictures of Dallas Nicole B. Saw all of her tail and boobies and everything again today. And I saw where he had, he belonged to another dating site called Secret Benefits. I guess it's like a sugar daddy site or something like that. But
Sugar daddy.
I looked through that and realized that I didn't have a chance in my relationship, because on his profile he had that he only wanted women between the ages of 22 and 29. And I think he met me at 29, and I'm 58 years old now. So y'all, I didn't have a chance. But anywho, it triggered a little bit, but not much. I let it go and just moved on from that. But it's just so crazy how now that everything is over, I'm still finding more and more stuff. And I guess I'm maybe a glutton for punishment, but it's so interesting to me. It's interesting because it doesn't affect me like it used to when all of this first happened to me. But what I don't understand, y'all, is tell me, if you want to live that lifestyle, why in the world would you get married or try to be in a relationship when you know that's not what you want? I don't get it. Somebody, please help me. The more I read and the more I find out, the more I know that the decision I made back in December of 2022 was the right one. I have no regrets, y'all, and I had to do what was best for me. I thought Andre was the final straw, but the more I read, that may not be the case at all. And anyway, y'all, have gathered enough strength to tell the Andre story finally, because that was the final straw. It was the straw that brought the camel's back for me. And when I brought it up, it actually, it's still traumatizing, and it was a trigger, but I am ready to share that story so I can end this thing. So if you guys could, I'm going to tell that story though on my YouTube channel. I've had a YouTube channel for years, just never used it, and just kind of been using this platform. But follow me over on my YouTube channel, guys, so I can share this final story with y'all. I won't say it's the final story because there's more to this story than meets the eye. But follow me over there. Oh, and lastly, y'all, if you see some kind of fundraising page with my name on it, y'all, I'm good. So if you see anything asking for funds or to help me or some kind of GoFundMe, that's not me. Someone reached out to me earlier this week about a GoFundMe, or it wasn't a GoFundMe, but it was some type of fundraiser for me. I'm good, so that's never me. So don't follow those pages. Don't give anything. I am good. All right, I'll chat with y'all later on. Peace.
Well, I just found a video that said how he met Andre. We better watch that here. Yo, we might watch it now, and then we get into the settlement. Yo, this is crazy. All right, let me pull up this how he met Andre video, because now I'm interested. This is so juicy. I never knew I was this damn petty. Y'all, Gail Lewis is a detective. Y'all hear me? Well, most women are. We be on our shit like that, okay? We be knowing. We be knowing what's going on. Okay? We be digging and digging and digging. But she be on her shit. When I tell you she knew all the stuff, she tracked down all 20 women. Damn. Gail, girl. My Lord. All right, so I'm about to look at this video because I just pulled up. I was trying to pull up where Guess to see if Gail did another video about this Andre thing because I follow her on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Child, I follow her everywhere because I want to know your tea, baby. But I did find a video where somebody is saying Gail Lewis reveals details about her husband's secret love affair. So it says, "How I Met Andre." Let's get into this shit. I haven't watched it yet, so we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna watch it. I am blown. Like, dude, so you will buy? That's weird, y'all. All right, so let's get into this shit. Let's share. Shout out to Everyday PJ. All right. Shout out to Everyday PJ. We about to look at this shit. See what Gail got to say, honey, about this damn Andre. Ooh, Lord, let's make it big, honey, because I need to see you big in here, baby. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to Everyday PJ. Boom.
I just thought that was just, I thought that was amazing. So, and I'm the type that I've never done anything spectacular in my life. I'm just a small town girl from Smithfield, Virginia. You know, just always been little Gail Wells from Smithfield, Virginia. But I've always wanted to have an impact in life. I went to Spelman, we're supposed to be world changers. So I'm hoping that whatever I have done or said will help someone to be able to express their voice, speak your words, and don't let people try to shut you down because they don't think it's proper or, you know, it's embarrassing and it's humiliating and just go live in shame. That is not who I am. And this is just the way I decided to tell my story. And y'all, I know I'm not going to be the first woman to get cheated on. I won't be the last woman to get cheated on. That's a part of life. So I get that. But I think the part for me was the blatant disrespect that came from the situation. You know, I mean, you calling someone fiance while you got a whole wife. You know, you on dating sites, Match.com, Black Singles Meet, you name it. You know, they doing it. You know, doing it still, but supposed to be so in love. You know, still sending money to Blessed and Latoya and probably Andre too to keep everybody shut up at this point. But you know, it's just certain things that you know you don't want to, you can't tolerate after a certain amount of time, especially once you find out. I never knew all this was happening, but once I found out, you know, just how disrespectful all of these actions were, it really made me decide to, like, you know, to speak this to speak. And that's what it is, you know. You taking my kid to have sex with prostitutes and strippers.
Let's go forward. Let's see what else she ain't sharing, child. Sorry, y'all.
Also be a learning lesson.
Live your best work life at Southeast Alaska's largest healthcare organization, Search.
Drive your business forward and make shipping as easy as shopping. Get started with Amazon Shipping.
All right, we're back.
So for anybody that's married or in a relationship, and any of you all have insurance policy,
let's move forward because we saw that already. All right, let's see.
And another passcode, and it belonged to the former Judas that
heard that. Let's go forward.
Nicole B. Saw all of her tail and boobies and everything again today, and I saw where he had he belonged to another dating site called Secret Benefits, and I guess it's like a sugar daddy site or something like that. But I looked through that and realized that I didn't have a chance in my relationship, because on his profile he had that he only wanted women between the ages of 22 and 29, and I think he met me at 29, and I'm 58 years old now. So y'all, I didn't have a chance. But anywho, it triggered a little bit, but not much. I let it go and just moved on from that. But it's just so crazy how now that everything is over, I'm still finding more and more stuff. And I guess I'm maybe a glutton for punishment, but it's so interesting to me. It's,
let me go forward. I want to hear about Andre. I don't care about that. Let's see.
Follow me over there. Oh, and
let's see.
And lived it though. And shout out to my everyday.
Shout out to Everyday PJ. I want to hear about
Platform,
Andre.
which is what we all here for. So shout
I want to hear about Andre. I don't hear about it.
my channel.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
I'm hungry. Okay, baby.
Is she gonna talk about Andre?
Shiny's butter bodies.
I guess we ain't talking about Andre. Well, let's get into this damn. We're gonna stop sharing in hell because I thought she was gonna talk about Andre. So let's get into the divorce settlement. Okay, let's get into that. All right, because I found somebody who pulled up the damn documents. Shout out to Michelle ATLian because she pulled the actual court documents. So we're gonna look at it and see what Gail actually how she came out on this damn divorce settlement. Okay, let's check it out. Shout out to Michelle ATLian. All right, boom, here we go.
And financial records. Okay. Each party shall hold said accounts free and clear of the other. Okay. So whatever accounts they have, his accounts is his accounts, her accounts is her account. But okay, we have some more marital residents, husband and wife are record title holders to the real property. Oh, let me skip that part. The house is worth 1.3 million. $1.3 million. The marital residence wife shall receive all right, title, and interest in and to the marital residence, and wife shall be awarded exclusive use and possession thereof, subject to the following terms and conditions. If wife elects to refinance the marital residence, wife must receive written approval from lender to refinance mortgage, blah, blah. Wife shall provide a copy of said approval letter to husband within 48 hours of receiving same. Email should be sufficient. The refinance loan must close within 12 months of the entry of the final judgment and decree of divorce, and husband's name shall be removed, blah, 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 blah. So the wife got the house, okay? And it says if she chooses to refinance it, then, she got to do it within 12 months. Husband shall have 5 business days from the closing of the financing loan to file a quit claim deed transferring all of his rights, title, and interest in the marital residence to wife unless required by lender to file sooner to effectuate the refinance. Thereafter, wife shall be solely responsible for any and all mortgage, property taxes, homeowners, insurance, repairs, blah, blah, blah. If wife elects to sell the marital residence, or in the event wife does not receive an approval letter from a lender to refinance the mortgage indebtedness within 11 months of the entry of the final judgment decree of divorce, wife shall then have 5 days to select 3 realtors, blah, blah, blah. Now, if the marital residence is listed for sale, wife shall maintain the property in showable condition, yada, 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 yada. The listing price shall be no less than $1,900,000 unless otherwise recommended by the realtor. Okay. In the event the marital residence does not sell within 90 days of the listing price shall be reduced by $25. I'm trying to get to the money because I scrolled. Listen, we looking. You said that ain't, what did you say? That the airport encounter was priceless. Okay, we still listening. Husband represents that the wife has not placed any liens on the marital residence other than the first mortgage held by Citadel. Okay, we got all that. We're going to keep going. Each party agrees that they shall not use the marital residence as security for any other indebtedness. We got all that. Okay. Husband shall continue to timely pay the monthly mortgage, property taxes, homeowners association dues, and homeowners insurance on the marital residence until such time as wife refinances the mortgage and removes husband's name from any indebtedness associated hereto, or the residence is sold, whichever shall first occur, but in no event for more than 18 months from the date of entry, yada, yada, yada. Said payment shall be paid directly by the husband to the relevant creditor. Okay. Wife will be solely responsible for all repairs. We got all of that. Okay. Husband shall retain all right of title, ownership, interest in M&G Advisors, which is his advising company. Husband will indemnify wife and hold her harmless for any liability whatsoever arising from his ownership of said entity and the debts and obligations thereof. Okay, the vehicles. Wife retains full use and possession of her 2022 Bentley Flying Spur and shall be responsible for payment of the monthly note, maintenance, registration, insurance, and title as of the date of this agreement. Wife shall also retain full use and possession of the 2024 Audi O3 and shall be responsible for payment. Now, the responsible for payment is nothing when you get to what the check he gonna be cutting her, but we ain't got there yet. Okay. Husband retains full use and possession of his 2021 Rolls Royce Ghost and shall be responsible for payment of the monthly note, maintenance, registration, insurance, and title, and possession of his 2023 BMW XM and shall be responsible for payment of that as well. If the parties have not already done so, parties shall obtain separate insurance on their individual vehicles and shall be responsible for any costs associated. Restricted stock units. Husband represents that he presently has 22,591 restricted stock units of Rent-A-Center. The parties hereby agree that wife shall be entitled to receive 50% of the 22,000 shares, less the number of shares held for taxes of the Rent-A-Center RSUs upon husband leaving the board of Rent-A-Center. Husband shall transfer said shares to the wife within 7 days. Okay. So she got some shares of that stock, honey. Child, how much is Rent-A-Center stock? Y'all do the math. How much is 22,000 shares of Rent-A-Center stock worth? Okay.
A lot of damn
furnishings. Money. Husband shall receive his heirloom furniture from the marital residence within 14 days of the execution of this agreement, specifically the dining room table, office furniture, and antique television. Wife shall retain, I'm sorry, that's funny to me. Antique television, okay. Wife shall retain all other furniture in the marital residence. Husband shall retain all furniture in the Dallas residence, okay. Now, you see why she was saying she don't need no GoFundMe. Anyway, wife shall retain all jewelry, clothing, and other personal items currently in her possession. Husband shall retain all jewelry, clothing, and personal items currently in his possession and also in the marital residence. Husband shall retrieve any jewelry, clothing, or other personal items belonging to husband from the marital residence within 14 days of this agreement. Each party shall retain and said personal property free of any right, claim, or interest to the other. Now, here goes some more money. You said it's worth $700,000. Rent-A-Center is what? Girl, that was $700,000.
That's some money right there.
Anyway. I'm just saying, Gail is good. Gail is good. Y'all need to read between the lines. I love me a good legal document. Husband has 1.2 million Delta Sky miles as of May 2024. Husband shall transfer 40%, which is 482,000 of his Delta Sky miles to the wife. She getting half of everything, almost half. That's 40%.
She got a good lawyer.
The parties shall work together to provide necessary information to Delta to effectuate said transfer. Husband has 72,000 American Advantage miles as of May 2024. Husband shall transfer 100% of his Advantage miles to the wife. The wife get all the miles and she can be flying for free. The parties shall work together to provide necessary information to American Airlines to effectuate said transfer. Okay, she getting all the miles, the money, all the stocks. We not even finished yet. Okay. In the event there are transfer restrictions, husband shall have the option to purchase tickets for wife. Wife may request up to 5 tickets per year. Wife shall make requests for mile transfers and or ticket purchases in writing via email. However, the total number of miles and or ticket purchases requested by wife shall not exceed more than the value of 482,598 miles for Delta and 72,980 miles for American Airlines. The number of miles to be transferred shall be determined at the time of purchase based on the number of miles needed to redeem for the flight of wife's choosing. I live. This rich folks stuff right here. This is rich folks stuff. She got the miles. Baby. She got the stocks. She got the house. She got her cars. And we haven't even got to the monthly payment yet. We haven't even got to the monthly payment.
Ready to upgrade your comfort game? 4 reasons you need these shorts now.
Just from Rent-A-Center.
Buttery soft and breathable.
Ooh, Gail.
Hey, man, what is the girlfriend get? Okay. Besides that, anyway, it says if wife selects a first class round trip international ticket that would require her to redeem 100,000 miles for a free flight, Their husband shall have the option to pay the cost of the round trip ticket and deduct the 100,000 miles from the total number of miles husband is obligated to transfer wife. This is so detailed. I live. Acquisition of assets, except as otherwise set forth herein. Any income or assets acquired after the date of execution of this agreement shall belong to the party acquiring such income or assets. Husband and wife hereby warrant that they have disclosed all of their assets and income as of the date of the execution of this agreement. Both parties further warn that there are no individuals, companies, or other entities or trusts holding funds for the benefit or ownership of the other. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Alimony. Let's go down to the alimony.
No alimony.
He said she got Simon's lawyer. She got some child. I wonder if Portia go get her lawyer because this is.
They done dug Johnny Cochran ass up.
Alimony shall be paid monthly by husband to wife for 84 months commencing July 15th, 2024. Okay, so Gail been getting her money since July. Okay, that's why she went ghost on y'all on the TikTok. Okay, and continue each month thereafter on the 15th day of the month as follows. Okay, for the first 24 months, that's 2 years, beginning July 15, 24. Alimony shall be paid in the amount of $48,000 per month.
Damn.
Then alimony payment shall be paid as follows. Y'all got that? $48,000 per month. Gail don't need no GoFundMe. Okay. Husband shall continue to timely pay the mortgage, property taxes, homeowners association dues, and homeowners insurance on the marital residence until such time as wife refinances the mortgage indebtedness and removes husband's name from the indebtedness associated hereto, or the marital residence is sold, whichever shall first occur, but in no event no more than 18 months from the date of entry of the final judgment and decree. Said payment shall be paid directly to the husband to the relevant creditor. Okay, blah blah blah. Morgan, the parties hereby waive their statutory right to further. We got all that. Husband shall provide wife online access to all creditors related to the marital residence. Wife agrees not to change the password needed for online access or make any changes to the mortgage, HOA, property tax, or homeowners. So he's paying everything for the house, and he's paying her $48,000 a month for 2 years. Wait, still not finished. Hold on.
Yeah.
At the expiration of the 24 months, okay, after 2 years, okay, husband shall pay 24 months another 2 years of alimony in the amount of $40,000. So it went from 40. What was that first?
So it's gonna drop to 40,000.
It went from 48,000 for 2 years, and then 2 years after that it goes to 40,000, and then 2 years after that it goes to 35,000 for 2 years, and then 2 years after, then 12 months after that it goes to 30,000. So how many years? That's two.
Damn.
2. That's 6. That's 7. So she getting alimony for like 10 years.
For all,
if I'm doing the math right. So she getting alimony for 24 months. That's 2 years for 48,000.
Mm-hmm. That's some money.
Then for another 24 months, she getting 40,000. Okay, that's 2 more years. That's 4 years. And then at the expiration of the 24 months of alimony in paragraph 4, husband shall pay 24 more months of alimony in the amount of 35,000. Okay, that's 6. Okay, at the expiration of those 24 months, husband shall pay 12 months. Okay, that's 7 of $30,000 directly to her. Okay, so she getting 7 years of alimony. Okay, oh Lord, that's a lot. From 48 to 40 to 35 to 30. That's per month. Okay, husband's obligation to pay alimony ceases upon death of either party or remarriage. She better not.
Damn, I'm trying to be Gail's side chick. The fuck? Let's get back to it. Damn.
I get remarried. Under federal law, a debt owed for alimony to, maintenance for, or support of a former spouse or child is not subject to discharge in bankruptcy. Okay. In addition, so he can't file bankruptcy to get rid of this. He's gonna have to be paying her for the next 7 years this money, and it can't be discharged. In addition to the above, husband shall make a lump alimony payment to wife in the amount of $125,000. This payment shall be initiated on the date of execution of this agreement and shall be transferred no later than 72 hours or as soon as the transfer is able to be credited to the wife's accounts after the initiation of the transfer on the date of the execution by both parties to this agreement. Child, Child, she got $125,000 in one lump sum.
Y'all hear
She
that?
said, remarriage my ass. Okay, remarriage my ass. Okay. It says husband shall retain the season tickets he maintains for the Atlanta Falcons and shall solely responsible for the payments and expenses associated with the ownership of said tickets. Wife shall retain the Atlanta Hawks season tickets.
Come on,
This
Tickets.
is rich people shit. This is rich Atlanta
Come on,
people shit.
Tickets.
Now you talk about Atlanta housewives. Gail is a real housewife
Need
with
to be on
some
the
real
show.
money. Okay, I'm just saying they got their real season tickets to the real Atlanta Falcons and the real Atlanta Hawks, and she got real money coming to her account every month. Husband shall be responsible for the transfer of said tickets into wife's name within 10 days of the date of this agreement, beginning July 15th. So that's why she be at the Hawks games all the time, because she got the tickets.
Come on, Tickets.
Husband shall remove his credit card for payment of the Hawks tickets no later than 11:59 p.m. July 14th. Wife shall obtain her own cell phone account on or before July 31st and shall be solely responsible for all costs. He had been paying her phone bill, so she like, who cares? I'm getting $50,000 a month.
Bitch.
Included but not limited to AT&T. Husband shall remove his credit card for payment of wife's AT&T cell phone bill no later than 11:59 p.m. on July 30th, 2024. She can pay her own phone bill. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. To the extent necessary, husband shall cooperate and assist in wife's in transferring her line to her own account. Okay. Husband shall contribute $21,000. Now listen to the money. You hear all of this money falling from the sky on everything. It says husband shall contribute $21,000 toward the outstanding balance of fees owed to the forensic accountants that Gail hired, okay, and shall make said payment on or before July 30th, 2024. Wife shall be solely responsible for the remainder of any fees owed to IAG forensic accountants, okay? Medical expenses. The parties agree there are no medical expenses outstanding for payment by the husband. Beginning July 1st, husband and wife shall be solely responsible for their own medical insurance and medical expenses, including all premium co-payments, deductibles, out-of-pocket expenses. Neither party shall claim against the other any medical expenses incurred. All right, marital debts. Child, they is rich. The parties warn that they have no joint debt or joint debt responsibilities not disclosed in this agreement. Neither party shall incur any debt in the future in the other party's name, nor shall they obligate the other for any debt in any matter. Each party shall retain their individual debt in their individual names. Debt not specifically named in this paragraph or otherwise expressly outlined in this agreement in their individual name, and shall indemnify, defend, and hold the other party harmless for their individual debt. Okay. Now, husband shall pay the amount. See,
Lord, I needed a little break after that. Damn.
The reason you bought it?
You taking all the money.
Each one is say husband shall pay. Husband shall pay. Husband is responsible. Husband shall cut the check. Husband shall pay the amount of $43,230. What? I can't even read. It's too many commas. Is that 43,000? Is that 40? I don't know what that is, but the numbers is numbering. It says towards the balance of wife's American Express black card. I guess that's 43,000. 43,232. 36. 2, 3. I don't know. But anyway, it's a lot of numbers. Towards the wife's black card, okay, and shall have no further responsibility for any charges incurred on said card and shall pay no further amounts toward anybody else. Do you know how much you got to spend a year to have an American Express black card?
Yeah.
Y'all. Anyway, I'm digressing. Wife shall be responsible for the payment of all other personal debt in her name, including the remaining balance owed to the IAG Forensics, which shall be considered a creditor of wife. Husband shall be responsible for the payment of all debt in his personal name and in the name of his company, H&G Advisors. The parties agree not to obtain additional credit, debt, or any other expenses in the name of either party. In the event that a party uses the other party's credit or incurs debt and or expense the other party's name after the date of this agreement, it is executed. He or she shall be entirely responsible for said debt. Yada, yada, yada. Now, here's the life insurance that everybody was talking about, that Gail was talking about. What y'all saying in this chat? Because I am into it. You said, and about how much do you spend? Just out of curiosity. I I don't spend. Why are you asking me? What? I don't have no black card. Why are you asking me? When she caught him at the airport, he knew he was screwed. Child. How much is the mistress getting? Okay, you said that's the card. The mistress. Oh, child. Yep, you got to pay over 100. You got to be spending over 100 a year, child. Something. He don't want the mistress no more. Well, he got her anyway. He got another one, or he got Andre. Anyway, it says life insurance policies. Husband represents that he has life insurance policies totaling $1,250,000. Husband shall provide proof of all life insurance policies presently in effect to the wife. Now, you remember Gail brought up the fact that she had got proof of those insurance policies, and he had insurance policies given to the mistress and to some more people and all kind of stuff. I'm like, wow. Wife shall be named a beneficiary of all life insurance policies presently in effect as of the date of this agreement. Terrible.
Yes.
When you pass away, Gail still getting the money.
Gail is still getting the money.
When he passes away, his ex-wife still gets the money. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Wife shall be named a beneficiary of all life insurance policies presently in effect as of the date of this agreement. In the event of husband's death, payment of any life insurance policy proceeds to wife shall not exceed the amount of all parties presently in effect as of the date of this agreement, or $1,250,000.
Damn.
Ooh, child. This is nasty work. I live. Miscellaneous provisions. Petitioner may or may not explore roles or creative works in the future. Petitioner is restrained and enjoined either directly or indirectly from using and or selling the respondent's likeness, voice, and or photo in any photo, video, social media posting, television program, or podcast. Petitioner may not use the respondent's name either directly or indirectly in any print, video, social media, or audio material. That's why she calling him Judas Jr. now. Petitioner is restrained, but she never used his name. That's what's crazy. She never used his name. The people found out who he was. Mm-hmm. Petitioner is restrained and enjoined either directly or indirectly from using any pleadings or discovery documents filed in this matter in any creative roles or works created by her in which she is a participant. So he trying to say she can't write a book. She can't use the documents. She can't do nothing. But I'm reading the documents. She ain't got nothing to do with this. This is great.
Wow. Shout out to Michelle.
Petitioner shall refrain from contacting or distributing documents or materials to respondents' employer, employees, or other persons at respondents' place of employment, or to other third parties, including but not limited to the party's family members, specifically but not limited to correspondence, documents, photographs, video, or audio material in which the respondent and his likeness are contained to any individual or entity without his prior written consent. Remember, she said she sent out the text message. She had a whole text thread that she was sending to all the employees. So I guess that's why that's in there. Okay. Notwithstanding the limitations set forth above, both parties acknowledge that petitioner has social media content that was published prior to the date of this agreement.
She put all his shit out there.
She said it's not going to affect her stuff that was published before she signed this agreement. I live. Come on, attorney.
I ain't mad at it.
All previous orders entered in this case shall expire upon the entry of the final judgment and decree of divorce, specifically but not limited to the consent, temporary order, and the confidentiality. Blah blah blah. The parties agree that Judge Christopher Brasher shall arbitrate any language. Oh, child, tax matters. We can go on and on. How many more pages is this? It's long. The party shall file separate taxes. Okay, we know that. Each party shall promptly notify the other. Yada, 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 yada. Tax. The parties acknowledge that the Tax Reform Act of 1984, 86, and the tax. We got that. Each party shall forever identify, defend, and hold harmless the other from the payment of any debt for which he or she is obligated. Okay, we got that. Okay, that's all we need. Okay, attorney's fees. The parties shall be responsible for and pay their own attorney's fees. Okay.
So they got to share, I guess, attorneys.
Gail,
what y'all think about that? Let's stop sharing. Shout out to Michelle ATL for reading off them damn court documents. She came out good in this damn divorce. I ain't gonna hold you. What y'all think? all this money a month, baby. She just waking up with money in the bank, 48,000, and then when that's over, another 2 years of 30,000, then another 2 years of 24,000, then 120,000. I was like, shit, I lost count, y'all. I don't even know how much this girl gonna be getting. And then she, of course, she should get all of the life insurance policies. Like, why the hell are you putting your side bitches on it, or side chicks rather, side chicks on your life insurance policies? No, if she was your wife for all those damn years, she should be getting the damn policy. So that's already put in paperwork, baby, in the court documents, decree over here, that she get all of that. So I ain't mad. Gail has some great attorneys. I ain't gonna hold you. Gail has some great attorneys, and everything that she sound like she asked for, sound like she got that and more. So financially, she's straight. I mean, that's a loss for him. All you had to do is keep your penis in your damn pants, and you wouldn't be in this damn predicament. Okay, Jesus. So whoever he get with next, baby, y'all gonna be getting pennies, okay? Because the wife done up and took all that shit. I ain't even mad at her. Do what you had to do, Gail, okay? What y'all think about it? Y'all can put it in the comments, honey. We're gonna go ahead and end the video now. We just want to do this update on Gail, honey, and what Gail had going on and what she got going on now, baby. She is living good. So shout out to my mods, Linda Gamble, Scorpion Miss, KBR, and Tyra, honey. Thank y'all so much. And thank you to all the content creators that be stopping by. Chef Don Don was here. Thank you, Schoolboy, for stopping by. Thank you, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Miss Health ATL, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. Thank you for stopping by and supporting. You guys support their channels as well. And I will see you guys on the next video, okay? Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the video, okay? For those of you that still wanted to get the, let me give y'all the, y'all keep asking me about the petition. I'll go ahead and put that in. If you guys still are looking to sign, for those of you that did not and you still want to, I'll put that in there as well. I'll drop the link again. That is the petition, okay, to stop bullying and harassment. For those of you that want to do that, you can. I appreciate it, each and every one of you. All right, so we'll see you guys later on. All right, if I see some more great news that I know y'all can use, we'll hop on here and share again. Okay, so y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Thursday and goodbye.